What's up, everybody? Sparks Comics here, and it is time to talk about this week's top indie comics on New Comic Book Day. Let's get into it. I've got two picks that are going to be my honorable mentions for the week, and then we're going to get into the top 10. So let's kick it off. Honorable mention number 1 is Samurai Doggy number 3 from Chris Tex and Santos. This is really one that I've enjoyed a lot, but could not fit into the top 10 because we have so many good comics on the list this week. It's been a while because of all the drama shenanigans going on with Aftershock Comics. Hopefully, with all of these books finally releasing, we do see creators getting paid. I have not heard anything yet, though, so I am still holding out that hope. Hopefully, putting books out allows that to happen. But in this one, as Samurai Doggy has countless guns pointed at his head, he has only one option: the way of the sword. Will Samurai Doggy overcome the odds stacked against him, or does he stare down his imminent execution? And my other honorable mention this week is Quested issue number 2, probably what I feel like has been my favorite Whatnot release so far. So Whatnot Publishing putting this one out with Michael Calero, Thomas Parson, and Kit Wallace. In a tale that would make Tolkien cringe, Jinx and the gang are invited to join some of the world's most infamous adventurers on a quest to destroy a legendary cursed object. A 20-sided die that gives good or bad luck to whoever rolls it. What should be a simple journey for this who's who of A-list questers quickly goes off the rails when Jinx's greed gets the best of him and he lands on the bad side of the greatest adventurer of them all, Mandar the Bravest. Oh, also the gang adopts its newest member, Spy, a seemingly innocuous furry mascot with a penchant for eating treasure. What could go wrong? All right, let's get into the top 10 now. We've got, in the number 10 spot, from Band of Bards Publishing, Final Gamble, issue number 2, from Robin Singer and Jorge Santiago Jr., gambling addict Danny Lin and disgraced MMA fighter Jasmeet Khana awake to their new reality as the captives of the Mercury Society. Danny and Jasmeet must serve their new masters every sadistic wish in an impossible effort to repay $100 million debts. With their only skills as gambler and fighter to rely upon, will they be able to work together, or will the Mercury Society break them? Brand of Bards is a newer publisher in the Diamond catalog, so please keep an eye out for their books. I've got one more in the top 10 this week, but they also have several other books releasing this week that aren't ones I'm picking up, but look really good also. So just go ahead and check out their catalog of books that they've got. If your shop's not ordering them, you can always go over to the Band of Bards website and pick them up as well. I had issue number 1 of this in a list before, and somewhere behind me I have issue number 1. Maybe I already moved it somewhere, but I have number 1 from, I think it was their Kickstarter edition of it. So that one releasing now through Diamond. Lots of cool things to keep an eye out for from them. And that is the number 10 book. Number 9 this week, we're going to Boom Studios for Behold Behemoth, issue number 3 of 5. We've got Tate Bromble and Nick Robles giving us an incredible story. I love this kind of dual time frame of what, the before and later of what's going on here. What unspeakable events brought Gray and Ren together in the past? What does it mean for the pair's treacherous journey north? As the two continue on, revelations about the Behemoth will reveal hidden truth about their shared story and the nature of the mysterious pursuer on their trail. I've been really enjoying this one. It's been a great new series coming from Boom Studios. Number 9 pick. Number 8 this week, we're going to Mad Cave Studios for one from Joe Corallo and Andrea Milana. We've got Dahlia in the Dark, issue 2 of 6. Unable to hide from the law for long, Donnie is forced to confront the police while being unknowingly pursued by a federal agent. All of this while Donnie's partner in crime grows suspicious that he's hiding something from her. Meanwhile, the outlaw king of the fairies grows impatient and begins his preparations for war. I love this. I love the twist we got at the end of issue number 1. the thing that Donnie's hiding from his partner in crime here. I'm not going to spoil that for you because I want you guys to go read this series Dahlia in the Dark. Joe Corallo, excellent writer. I've had Joe on the channel a few times to talk about their various books, and it's just fantastic. So check this one out if you're looking for some urban fantasy mystery thriller kind of deal we got going on here. It's just great. That was our number 8 one. Number 7, also Mad Cave Studios. We've got A Legacy of Violence, issue number 4 of 12 from Colin Bunn and Andrea Moody. Nick survived his confrontation with the killer, but definitely worse for wear. Meanwhile, one of the other doctors has gone missing as Nick's flashbacks have gotten out of control. What does the killer have planned for them now, and what are his plans for Nick? Find out more in the last issue of Volume 1 of A Legacy of Violence, 12-issue maxi series by Masters of Horror, Colin Bunn and Andrea Moody, with letters by Russ Wooten. This, knowing that they're going to break it up into 3 4-issue volumes versus 2 6-issue volumes, I do feel like we're going to hit a good like Volume 1 end point here. So I think this is something really good to look forward to in this issue. I wasn't sure how they were going to go originally with this series, given that it's 12 issues and it's a lot longer than Mad Cave typically plans for a series to be. So I do like that they're kind of getting a different type of series set up here with A Legacy of Violence. And Colin Bunn is truly a master of horror. Andrea Moody's art fits this story so well. I am really enjoying this. And that is the number 7 pick. And we've already had such good books. It's just going to get better and better as we go. Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, issue number 3 is my number 6 pick from Jason Aaron and Alexandra Tefenki and Nick Dragotta. And yeah, there's like a whole set of people on here. If you look at the cover, we got Jason Aaron, Alexandra Tefenki, Lee Lowridge doing the colors, Nick Dragotta and Rico Renzi also credited on this one. So I'm not sure where that comes in, if that's a backup story or flashback or what the case is. But just as Maceo and Mezzi managed to find a touch of laughter and whimsy in the toxic hellscape they are traveling through, a gruesome encounter changes both of them forever. Even though Mezzi has been able to protect her naive companion so far, there is no shielding him from what comes next. An encounter with the nightmarish Wasteland Rangers. The Wasteland Rangers that Mezzi used to be a part of really could take this to a very dastardly situation. I know we've got some tragedy coming soon from the story. Especially, we've seen the future. We've seen what is happening coming up. And I think that's going to be taking us somewhere darker with this story. But I've been really enjoying this. I like this take on the end of the world. And these two characters are great. The number 5 pick. We're into that top 5 now. And number 5 is Traveling to Mars. Number 3 from Mark Russell and Roberto Melli. Roy enlists his robotic companions in celebrating a lonely Thanksgiving on their one-way journey to Mars, prompting memories of the people in his life whom he knows he'll never see again. This is just, it's so good. It's just so good. I'm starting to really love the AI companion robots that they've got on the ship, and I think this is going to be these robotic companions are really gonna become a bigger part of the story here. It seems like I'm very much looking forward to this one every week that it releases, and it is my number 5 pick. Number 4 this week, I am so excited to see the return of the Vineyard. We've got issue number 3 from Brian Hawkins and Sammy Cavella, another Aftershock book that we have not gotten to see for a while because of the shenanigans going on. But it's good to see printing's happening again. Books are coming out, and this is one that I've very much been looking forward to. Marantha is caught off guard by the second sacrifice's identity, which causes her to lash out and question just how much more she can take of her family's murderous obedience to Dionysus. Meanwhile, siblings Sophia and Adonis face off about the extremism of their father's belief, and Calum gets in between. Number 4 pick this week. Number 3 is a new one from Colin Bunn. Colin Bunn's getting 2 spots on this list, and this one is going to Nightwalkers, number 1 from Source Point Press. We got art by Colin Johnson and Joe Broccardo. Broccardo doing the lines and Johnson doing the colors in this one. Saren is an addict in recovery at a rehabilitation center secluded in the mountains, completely isolated from the world. When Saren and the other patients wake to find themselves locked inside and abandoned by the center staff, they must decide whether to wait or break out. The decision is made for them when a bloodthirsty monster enters the center and begins to tear through them to satiate its lust for blood. In collaboration with Hustle and Heart Films and Vertigo Entertainment, Source Point Press is proud to bring you Colin Bunn's Nightwalkers, a new comic book series with terrifying fresh take on a timeless horror subgenre. I am ready for a new vampire story that goes somewhere different. I've heard already Blake's Buzz did an interview with Colin Bunn where they talked about Nightwalkers. It's excellent. If you haven't already subscribed to Blake, go subscribe to him over on YouTube and find his podcast over on any of those podcasting sites, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor. I don't know. There's so many of them. Just search Blake's Buzz out there on the internet and go check out that interview with Colin. It's fantastic. That was my number 3 pick. Number 2 on the list this week, it's Saga. Saga number 61. We are back. Brian K. Vaughan, Fiona Staples, bringing us a brand new story arc of Saga. It's back, and it's time for another epic season of emotional adventures and shocking surprises for Hazel and her star-crossed family. Saga has sold 7 million copies to date across single issues, trades, compendiums, hardcover covers. I feel like at this point they're not even telling you what the story is. They're just like, guys, it's Saga. You know what Saga is. Go pick it up. But seriously, Saga is probably the best indie comic out there. Something's Killing Children is up there, but Saga is at 61 issues. It had a very long break for a while, and that allowed time for this series to gain more and more popularity. And this new arc that we just had last year was so good. We got another one coming now. It seems like we're going to get one arc per year, unfortunately, a little bit slower than I think the Saga fans would love, but at the same time, it makes sense. It really does. So, new arc, issue 61, we'll get, I think, 6 issues. Six issues, I think, per arc. So, we get some joy for a while, some Saga, and then they'll release a trade, and then it'll probably be next year again. But I'm happy. It's back. It's my number 2 pick and my number 1 pick this week. Going to that other book from Band of Bards I mentioned, we've got Coins of Judas, number 1 from Travis Gibb and Tyler Carpenter. Partially number 1 because I have been looking forward to this release. This is something that Travis has been really excited about. We've had Travis on the channel. We've talked about Coins of Judas with him. I'm excited for him for this release, but also I'm very excited because it's such a good story. I've done a review for it over on the You Promised Me Comics website, so go check that out. This is what it's about. Have you ever wondered what happened to the 30 pieces of silver Judas dropped when he betrayed Christ? The Westergaard family knows, and they have been fighting a hidden war against demons that have been spawned from it for years. However, since the death of Cullen Westergaard, his daughter and son are split apart as a new evil rises. Can they come together to save humanity one more time? This First issue, we explore the relationship between those two children, um, what they inherited, whether they really want to accept the mantle that they have inherited, and what's happened in the past as they've been working to try to fight off these demons, and what that has done to them, and what's happened to their lives because of it. It's very good. The artwork from Tyler is fantastic. If you like a little bit more of a manga-esque style, Tyler brings that to the comic, and I think that works very well to keep a fast-paced, emotional story going. So that's my number one pick this week, Coins of Judas, number 1 of 2 from Band of Bards Publishing. And that wraps out the top 10. Thank you guys for watching. If you're new here, haven't subscribed already, go do that. Hit the button down below. Hit the notification button if you haven't already so you know when new videos are dropping. And drop a comment. Let me know what you are picking up this week. And as always, collect what you love. See you guys next time. Hey, thanks for watching that video. I just want to throw this plug in for our exclusive variant cover for Coins of Judas issue number 1. That's right, we have a foil variant cover here, limited to 25 copies, art by Devin Kraft from Never Ender, for Coins of Judas number 1 from Band of Bards. That was my number 1 pick this week because I love the story so much, and that is why we decided to do an exclusive cover for it. We have a regular version of it that is limited to 50 copies. This version right here is only $15. If you contact us on Instagram, it is then $8 shipping to get it to you. The foil version is $35 and $8 shipping. But if you want them both, we'll do it for $45, $8 shipping, and they are yours. The foil ones are coming in clear bag and boards because the back is foil too, and I want you guys to experience that. I love that with the logo there. It's just so cool. I'm happy about it. I love the way it came out. Thank you, Devin, for creating such an awesome cover. Homaging Hawkeye number 1, Kate Bishop's Hawkeye run. It is a more subtle homage to it, but I am so happy that that we have that now, and I can't wait to get these to you guys. So hit us up on Instagram, You Promise Me Comics or Sparks Comics, and we'll get them to you. Thanks for watching.